Samples, please, samples.
Right here at the
Ladies and gentlemen,
Ross,
welcome
Texas Freedom Parade.
Jägermeister.
Jägermeister
They
is
are
up
the
next.
party folks, and we welcome them as a brand new corporate sponsor to our parade this year. It is the men and women of Jägermeister. Remember them when you are partying, and be sure to thank them for their support and enthusiasm. Make some noise for Jägermeister!
Jägermeister, our first-time sponsor here at the Allen
Wow,
Ross
that
Texas
is the
Freedom
biggest
Parade.
Jägermeister dispenser I've ever seen.
Are you getting this? Look at the size of this Jägermeister truck.
Where's the spout on this thing?
This truck is huge. And if there's anything we like in the Texas Freedom Day Parade, it's something that's huge. I'm Ed Gene Robinson, bringing it to you live at OaklawnTV, as well as sponsored by GayDSL.net. Visit Trey Cruz, CRUZ.com for all your hookup blogging
And that, my friends,
and all
was
your
just
personal
the
ad
pregame show.
advertising. Is that what he does? Is that what he does? Trey Cruz. Trey Cruz. What? I got it. Gay Cruz.
Now we welcome the official beginning of the 25th annual Allen Ross Freedom Parade.
Make some noise and welcome our sole beneficiary organization for 2008, the men and women of Youth First Texas.
Youth
These
First
amazing
Texas.
young men, women, transgendered, and questioning youth are bridging the gap between misinformation and understanding through their proactive roles in our community. We are proud and honored to have them lead the 25th anniversary edition of the Allen Ross Texas Freedom Parade. Marching with them are volunteers, board members, and the leadership of this great and emerging organization. Make some noise for Youth First Texas!
Youth First Texas, our sole beneficiary of the Allen Ross Texas Freedom Parade. It's the beneficiary. They are the sole beneficiary of the Allen Ross Texas Freedom Parade. Youth First Texas.
That, my friends, is one strong show of support.
There have got to be probably 75
These
to
are
100
the men
people
and women of our future, ladies and gentlemen.
walking with pride right here, Youth First, at the Allen Ross Texas Freedom Parade. The sole beneficiary this year.
Immediately
We're going to talk a little bit
behind
about
you first, the Stonewall
TreyCruz.com.
Democrats of Dallas.
It's a blend of
the
hot
largest,
men
most
in a various
politically
state of
active
undress,
organization in Texas, with
steamy
more
gossip
than 300
from the worlds of fashion and
nearly
entertainment.
40 events
The Trey
throughout the
Cruz
year.
blog is a chic and sophisticated way to keep abreast of things of interest to the modern gay man.
On LGBT issues. Today, they're joined by elected officials and candidates for office who were endorsed by the organization.
LGBT people for Obama are up next.
Riding in car number 1, the lady who represents this very district we're in, State Representative Terry Hodge. In car 2 are 2 men who are the most reliable allies on issues in Austin, State Representative Rafael Anquia and State Representative Roberto Alonso. Stonewall encourages everyone to register to vote and to vote Democrat. Stonewall will register voters at Lee Park till 6 today.
Registering
noise
voters
for
at Lee Park
Stonewall
today.
Democrats.
The Stonewall Democrats are going to be at the event after the parade, registering Democrats, registering anybody who wants to go out and vote Democrat and vote Democratic for Obama in the 2008 election. Right here at the 25th annual Texas Freedom Day Parade. Allen Ross. Allen Ross headed up the very first Dallas parade in 1972 with about 2,500, 25 to 300 people participated with a 3,000 person
voting this year as
crowd
they will
watching the
register you to vote at Lee Park until 6 this evening.
The next parade did not happen until 1980 when the Dallas Tavern Girl took over ownership and sponsorship of the Dallas Parade, and it's been going on ever since in the same place, the same time. September and it's been there ever since.
Check, check. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2.
And we're back with the 25th annual Allen Ross Texas Freedom Day Parade. The first Dallas parade was held in 1972. About 250 to 300 people participated with a 3,000-person crowd. The next parade did not happen until 1980 when the Dallas Tavern Guild took over sponsorship in 1982. They decided to have it the third week in September in 1984, and it's been there ever since. It's always the third Sunday in September. The Texas Allen Ross Freedom Day Parade, named after Allen Ross, who was a vigilant in GLBT community, as well as rights for the GLBT. He was the executive director of the Allen Ross of the Tavern Guild.
Welcome Lambda Legal.
He was the man who had the major part of responsibility of organizing the parade each year, and Allen Ross died in 1995 at the age of 57 years old.
Bisexuals, transgendered people, and those with HIV through impact litigation, education, and public policy work. Make some noise for Lambda Legal.
Lambda Legal is up next. Lambda Legal. Hi, boys. How are you? Lambda Legal was just by doing all kinds of work for HIV and the LGBT HIV community.
You have no idea how important their work is until you need their services. Lambda Legal.
Making the case for the workers, it's Lambda Legal going by right now at the Allen Ross Texas Freedom Parade. We want to thank you for joining us right here at OaklawnTV. Visit us on the web. Make sure you go visit TreyCruise.com. Today is sponsored by GayDSL.net. Make sure you go and check out the Pride specials. We've got a whole lot of things coming up today. We want to talk a little bit about the most memorable parade, which was in 2001, which almost got canceled because of the attacks on the towers, on the Twin Towers in New York. But it had gone on as usual in a red, white, and blue theme. The most memorable parade in 2001.
At 24 years old, one of the first chapters of the nation's largest gay Republican organization, Log Cabin Republicans believe in individual liberty, personal responsibility, strong defense, free markets, limited government, fiscal restraint, and low taxes. Through education and action, they demonstrate that gay and lesbian Republicans can, with principle and integrity, contribute substantially to building and sustaining a majority Republican Party and a great nation. Log Cabin Republicans.
Log Cabin Republicans going by now, saying that you can be gay and Republican. Log Cabin Republicans. The gay group that is Republican. How sweet. It's all about diversity here at the 25th annual Allen Ross Texas Freedom Parade.
Tammy, I hear a rumble.
There is a rumble.
A rumble's a-coming.